guys, it's Smooth Spectre here again. Regrettably, I've been forced into a situation where my only option as a decent human being is to make a video exposing a twisted fraud for what he is, while the other people I called out at least had the decency to silently deny my allegations. John took it upon himself to attack my credibility and use foul language and written depictions of explicitly sexual material. I tried to reason with him, but he left me no other option but to make this video. As you can see in the screenshot of our conversation, John elects to use self-incriminating perverted language to try to get his point across. It also couldn't be more obvious how little he respects his fans, based on this ego-ridden tweet. But this is just the tip of the iceberg, ladies and gentlemen. I have information on this egomaniac that will destroy his already dwindling YouTube presence. And I didn't want to have to use it, but quite frankly, I'm pissed off. The first thing you need to know is his name isn't John, it's Connor Brown, an ex-radio host that went off the rails years ago. He had a fairly bright-looking future in the beginning. An enthusiastic and intelligent radio host at such a young age is bound to gain some attention, and that he did. Howard Stern even mentioned him in an article once, and his viewership was at an all-time high. So what went wrong? There's debate as to what the final straw was that sent his sanity packing, but most people agree it was a dispute he had with a female coworker based on selfies. Now, it's important to understand that selfies were just becoming popular at this time, and for Connor, they were too much too soon. They were new, hip, and terrifying for him, but worst of all was that they represented change. He always hated change. Any of his viewers could tell you that. And it was when a young girl working for him as an intern took a selfie in the middle of a live radio broadcast that he finally lost it. At least according to eyewitnesses interviewed at the scene. Upon seeing the flash of her camera, Connor's life flashed before his eyes. His perspective underwent an intense transformation, and hate became all he knew. He let out a loud, bellowing roar and stripped off his clothes with blinding speed. With his eyes now transfixed upon the camera and his heart racing, he sprinted full speed at the intern, knocking her to the floor and stopping only to stomp on the camera several times. He let out a blood-curdling scream as the pieces of the camera embedded themselves within his foot, but that didn't stop him from running down the hall towards the lounge and jumping headfirst out of the nearest window. The details after this point are sparse, as most of the staff attending the broadcast were frozen in shock and fear. The ones closest to the lounge at the time claimed to have heard a final howl of pain and frustration before he ran off into the night. Others claimed to have heard a long string of curse words followed by a loud belch. Regardless of what you believe, Connor Brown was never seen again, and the station shut down after several complaints were filed for public nudity and a noise disturbance. His final broadcast occurred 2 days before he made his first YouTube video under the guise of Undertakerfreak, and it's for that reason he wore a hat wig for the longest time. I personally still question if this story is true, but the overwhelming amount of evidence speaks for itself. Now that you know the truth, spread the word and help me rid the YouTube of this madman. Until next time, Smooth Spectre out.